Losing a loved one is undeniably one of life's most profound and difficult experiences. In the midst of deep grief, the prospect of planning or attending a funeral can feel incredibly overwhelming and unfamiliar.
Yet, a traditional funeral provides a meaningful and structured way for families to honor a life well lived. It creates a space to gather for mutual support, share memories, and take the first steps toward healing. But what exactly happens during these ceremonies? In this video, we will walk you through a step-by-step guide to a traditional funeral, demystifying the process to help you navigate this challenging time with clarity and comfort. For generations, the traditional full-service funeral has served as a cornerstone of the grieving process. It is a structured, respectful ceremony designed to honor the person who has passed away while providing essential emotional closure for the family and friends they leave behind. To understand how this process brings comfort, we can look at its core structure. A traditional funeral typically unfolds in three main phases. First is the viewing, also known as a wake or visitation, where loved ones gather to offer condolences. This is followed by the formal funeral service, a dedicated ceremony of remembrance. Finally, the process concludes with the committal service, representing the final farewell at the burial site. Together, these phases create a comforting framework during an incredibly difficult time. From the quiet moments shared among empty chairs in the funeral home to the respectful procession led by the hearse, a traditional funeral acts as a guiding light, walking mourners step by step toward acceptance and peace. The first formal step in a traditional funeral process is often the viewing, also known as a visitation or a wake. This phase is designed as a dedicated time for reflection and support before the main funeral service takes place. Unlike the formal structure of the funeral service itself, the visitation offers a more relaxed, though somber, environment. Its primary purpose is to allow friends, extended family, and acquaintances to gather, pay their respects to the deceased, and offer direct condolences to the grieving family. Depending on the family's wishes and cultural traditions, the casket may be open or closed. An open casket provides a final opportunity for loved ones to see the deceased, say a personal goodbye, or simply sit quietly in their presence. If you feel uncomfortable approaching the casket, it is entirely acceptable to remain in the seating area. As you enter the visitation room, you will typically find a guest register or condolence book. Signing this book is a small but deeply meaningful gesture. It provides the family with a lasting record of who attended and serves as a comforting reminder of the community supporting them during their loss. Visitations usually last for a few hours, often held the afternoon or evening before the funeral. When interacting with the family, keep your words brief but sincere. A simple, "I am so sorry for your loss," is always appropriate. Your presence alone offers immense comfort during this challenging time. While flowers are often sent directly to the funeral home ahead of time, bringing a sympathy card or a small contribution to a designated memorial fund is also common. Ultimately, the most valuable thing you bring is your respect and quiet support for those mourning. Following the visitation, the traditional funeral service begins. This is the absolute heart of the mourning process, a dedicated time to formally honor, celebrate, and reflect on the life of the person who has passed away. Whether held in a church, a synagogue, a dedicated funeral home chapel, or even an outdoor venue, the service provides a structured and supportive space for family, friends, and the wider community to gather in shared grief and collective remembrance. The service is traditionally guided by an officiant who plays a crucial role in maintaining the flow of the ceremony. This person could be a religious leader, a secular celebrant, or a very close friend. The officiant typically opens the service with a welcoming address, acknowledging the shared sorrow of the attendees. They often offer prayers, invoke moments of silent reflection, and speak words of deep comfort, setting a necessary tone of reverence, dignity, and peace throughout the venue. As the ceremony unfolds, the typical order of events weaves together various elements of tribute. Meaningful readings are a staple, which might include sacred religious texts, meaningful literary passages,
or favorite poems that resonated with the deceased. Interspersed with these readings is carefully chosen music, whether it involves a solemn hymn performed by a live choir, classical instrumental pieces, or even a beloved modern song. Music offers profound emotional solace and helps articulate complex feelings that everyday words simply cannot express. Perhaps the most deeply personal and poignant moment of the entire service is the eulogy. Typically delivered by a close family member or a lifelong friend, the eulogy is a heartfelt, spoken tribute designed to capture the true essence of the departed individual. By sharing cherished memories, humorous anecdotes, and highlighting the deceased's core values, these personal touches ensure that the service transcends a simple, solemn ritual. It transforms into a vibrant, true reflection of a unique and deeply loved life. After the main funeral service concludes, the transition to the cemetery begins with the funeral procession. This solemn motorcade, led by the hearse, moves slowly and respectfully toward the cemetery. Other drivers on the road typically pull over as a sign of respect. For the grieving family, this slow journey offers a quiet moment of reflection before their final goodbye. Upon arriving at the cemetery, mourners gather at the burial site for the committal service. The atmosphere is peaceful, surrounded by manicured green lawns and rows of gravestones. The freshly dug grave is prepared with a lowering device, and chairs are set up to offer comfort to the immediate family. The Graveside Committal is a short, focused ceremony marking the definitive act of laying the deceased to rest. A clergy member leads a brief prayer and offers final words of comfort. Proper etiquette is to remain quiet and attentive. It is completely normal for emotions to run high here, as reality truly sets in. As the service concludes, the casket is slowly lowered into the ground. In many traditions, family and close friends are then invited to step forward and gently place a single flower or a handful of earth onto the casket. This physical act serves as a powerful final farewell, helping to bring a sense of closure before the gathering disperses. The end of a traditional funeral is often just the beginning of the healing process. Navigating grief can feel overwhelming, which is why leaning on your community or seeking professional support is so important. Remember, you do not have to walk this path alone. For more detailed guidance, practical tools, and compassionate resources to help you and your family through the grieving process, please visit funeralus.com. Our comprehensive step-by-step guides are specifically designed to help you find your way forward during these most difficult times. We hope this step-by-step guide has demystified the traditional funeral process for you, providing comfort and clarity during difficult times. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, subscribe to our channel for more informative content, and share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. For more resources, visit funeralus.com.